this first verse. Okay, so the first verse says, dwelling in the mountains of wrong views of selfhood, puffed up with holding itself superior, it claws other beings with contempt. The lion of pride, please protect us from this danger. So we think of that, and then we look, okay, how does this verse pertain to my mind? Well, right now, I'm a bit puffed up with holding myself superior. You know, because I'm thinking, here I am, I've been working at this job for so long. I'm doing such a good job. How come they aren't recognizing how good I'm doing this? You know? Or here I am, I've been practicing Dharma, and they appointed some other people as representatives to a conference, and they didn't appoint me. You know, how come they aren't recognizing how learned I am in the Dharma? Or, you know, in our family, maybe we're competing with a sibling, and again our arrogance is puffed up. I've been so successful, more successful than my brother and sister. How come my parents are favoring them and not me? Yeah? Yeah, we have these kinds of thoughts, huh? Okay, so at that time we're puffed up with holding ourselves superior, right? Okay, so what is this based on? Dwelling in the mountains of wrong views of selfhood. Okay, in other words, why do we hold ourselves superior? It's because, or what's the foundation, the basis of holding ourselves superior? It's because we have wrong views of what the self is. Yeah, we think that there is a solid, concrete I and mine, right? You know, there's a real me here. There's a real mine, you know, something that's independent of the body and the mind, something independent of our physical and mental aggregates. There's a real me, you know, I'm here, and they're not respecting me. And that is a wrong view of just how the I exists. Yeah? Because when we examine and try and find some kind of independent self, some kind of real me that people ought to respect because I am so great. Yeah. When we try and find that I, that self, we can't find anything. Because when we think, I'm so superior, what does that I refer to? Does it refer to our body? When you say, I'm superior, why aren't they respecting me? Who's the me? Is it our body? Are you your body? No. Is it your mind? They're not respecting my mind. Well, which mental state? Yeah? You know, because we have many, many different mental states. So which mental state are they not respecting? And is that mental state who I am? You know, I'm not a mental state. So we can't find anything in our body, anything in our mind that is who we truly are. And certainly separate from our body and mind, we can't find some real concrete person. So then saying they ought to respect me, who is that me? We can't even find such an independent me. Okay, so we can see how our arrogance, our pride, our conceit is based on a wrong view of the self. And if we get rid of that wrong view of the self, then that arrogance, that conceit, is also going to go away. Because we can't be holding, I'm so superior, if there's no solid concrete me. Okay? But when we aren't aware of that, we're thinking, you know, the mountains of wrong views of selfhood, and then getting arrogant about I and mine, then what do? We claw others with contempt. So what's the effect of our arrogance, our conceit? Yeah, it harms others, doesn't it? Yeah, we insult others, we humiliate them, we put them down, we talk about them behind their back and about how they're so bad and of course we're so good. You know, that's the whole thing. Because they're so bad, look at what they do. Then the whole conclusion of, if there's all these people are such idiots, well then, who's the remaining excellent one? Me! Yeah. So it's very harmful to others. Yeah. And this arrogance is harmful to ourselves too, because it creates so much negative karma. Yeah. And then, then we experience as a karmic result of our own conceit and arrogance, as a karmic result, then other people put us down, other people disrespect us, other people don't appreciate us. Okay. Do you sometimes complain that other people don't respect and appreciate you enough? Do you? Couldn't we all use a little bit more acknowledgement of how wonderful we are? Yeah. And we don't want to be humiliated, but, experiencing those kinds of situations is a karmic result of our own arrogance. Because we've clawed others with contempt. We've, it's very vivid, this imagery, isn't it? How you claw. You can see a lion, clawing others, ripping them to shreds with contempt. And that's how our speech is when there's arrogance. So we act that way towards others, so what kind of karmic result are we going to have? Others putting us down, humiliating us, denigrating us. Yeah, it's coming back, boomeranging upon us. Yeah. So here, the verse is making us understand the harm that holding an attitude of pride or arrogance does for ourselves and for others. And so when we see that harm, then with sincerity we can call out to Tara, the lion of pride, please protect me from this danger. Okay. So how is Tara going to protect us from this danger? What kind of teachings do we need to apply in our mind in those situations when we're getting puffed up? Okay. Well, first of all, if we meditate on selflessness and we get rid of these wrong views of selfhood, that's going to take away the foundation for our own arrogance. Okay, so here's the meditation on selflessness. That's an antidote. Yeah. I especially like this in Theravada, the English translation often, they call it conceit instead of pride. And there's one kind of conceit, that's the conceit of I am. Oh, that one to me, that terminology is so vivid, the conceit I am. Because it's so based on this wrong view, and then just the thought in our minds, I am. It's so puffed up, isn't it? I am, I exist, therefore I'm the center of the universe. Who said that? Well, when we have these wrong views of selfhood, that's what happens. So Tara is going to remind us, meditate on no self. Meditate or on not self. Sometimes not self is a better translation. Or selflessness. There is no such concrete self. If we meditate on that, whew, all that conceit goes away. Yeah. Another way to oppose the lion of pride is to think about the kindness of others. Because when we are arrogant, we feel that all of our good qualities came from us inherently. But when we actually look around and open our eyes to reality, we see that all of our good qualities are things that were nurtured by other people, that we aren't inherently superior. So if you're an artist, why do you have that talent? Why are you able to do good artistry? It's because other people taught you. Yeah. If you're a computer techie, yeah, how come you're able to write software? Because other people taught you. Mm-hmm. If you're a professor, how come you can teach? Because other people taught you. If you're a mechanic and you can fix people's car engines, how do you have that ability? Because other people taught you. Okay? So when we reflect on the kindness of others, we see that there's no reason to be arrogant, to be prideful ourselves, because any of the qualities that we might be proud of, we have because of the kindness of other people who taught us, who encouraged us, who helped us. Okay? And so that also lowers our pride. So, when we read this verse, it's showing us the disadvantages of pride. So meditating on the disadvantages will help the pride go down. And then the verse also makes us remember the antidotes to pride. So meditating on not self. Yeah, if we do that, the pride goes down. Meditating on the kindness of others. Yeah, and how all of our abilities are due to the kindness of others. That also makes the pride go down. Okay? So this is how Tara helps us, by giving us these teachings.